Okay everyone, this is going to be a little bit of a different video than I typically do. This one should be pretty quick. This is one of the GameCubes I was able to fix. So if you watched my other video where I bought some GameCubes from eBay, I was actually able to fix this one. And it was actually pretty straightforward. So if you're interested in that video, I will link it right up there. In the video, you'll also hear that I was pretty excited that this is the older version of the GameCube, and why that's exciting is because it has this digital AV out. So all of the newer GameCubes don't have this port, they just have the old school analog AV out. And the great thing about this digital AV out is that they make HDMI adapters now for GameCubes, which is great because it's kind of getting hard to hook up your old systems to your new TVs. And they make a lot of different HDMI adapters, and they're all third party. The best one though is really pretty expensive. I think it's like $150. It's not cheap, and I did not want to pay that amount. But what it excels at, where the others fail, and in my opinion it wasn't anything to do with performance, it was just how it was attached. And the way they attached it was very rigid and rugged, and it felt like it would really work well. I found this GameCube HDMI adapter, and I don't know if you can see, it's KAICO, I think, KAICO, and I'm not going to do a review of this, just know in general that I'm very happy with it. You just plug it into this digital AV port like so, and it's fully seated, and then you get HDMI out, and that does all of your video and audio, and outputs 480p on supported games. And it works really well. I'm really impressed with the video quality. The only thing I don't like about this is, as you can see here, it's really protruded from the back of this GameCube, and there's nothing supporting it. So the competitor to the KAICO, which is more expensive, it's actually shorter, and it uses both of these ports, the digital AV port and the analog, but the analog, it just uses it to kind of stick it better to the GameCube. It actually doesn't use any of the pins that I'm aware of, at least. So the big downfall of the KAICO is how far it goes out and how much it's able to wobble. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I designed to help this issue. Let's get started.
So to make this HDMI bracket, I jumped into Fusion 360. And Fusion 360 has this awesome feature, which I've talked about before in one of my videos, that allows you to bring in photos or scans and bring them in as 2D canvases, and then you can scale them and use those to trace to make your design. So what you can see here are photos of the top of the GameCube handle and a photo of the front of the KAICO device. And to do this, all you do is you take your phone camera and you actually step pretty far away from what you're trying to get scale photos of, and then zoom in really close. And taking a picture far away but zoomed in helps remove any sort of distortion caused by the lens of your camera. So that's what I did here, and I made my sketches and I created the model, which you see here, and it's in two parts. And I did that because it'd be easier to print on my printer, and I can print it all at once, and I will glue these together once they're finished printing. And for all you other 3D printing nerds out there like myself, I always like to know this. I printed it with 3 wall thickness, 100% infill, PLA. I'm printing with a 0.8mm nozzle at 0.56 layer height. So this printed for me in a little bit less than 25 minutes. So it's really a pretty quick print. So let's go watch this thing.
Okay, I've taken the 3D print off, and I've actually glued the two pieces together, and this is what we get. So how this works is our KAICO, whatever it's called, slides in here like this, and it's a pretty tight fit. And we get our GameCube. Then this part, this hook, goes over the handle, because this handle, it's actually really sturdy. Like, they obviously made it to be a handle. So what I'm trying to prevent here is the HDMI cable pulling on the back of this and bending our pins, and that's what this does. So we just take it, seat it in there, easy enough, and now as you can see, that's pretty dang sturdy. No HDMI cable is going to bend that down because all of the stress is going onto the handle. And then if you ever want to take it off, you just unplug it, and then it kind of lets you pull it out. And the great thing about this is, I mean, if your printer has a little bit looser tolerances, you can just kind of bend this or cut this up and glue it however works best for you. So I like prints that are easily modifiable because nobody's 3D printer's tuned exactly the same way. So yeah, pretty happy with how this print came out. So if somebody ever asks, why do you have a 3D printer? All you do is print, models and paint them. There's nothing wrong with that, but no, 3D printers also have a lot of functional benefits as well. So there you go, and there you have it. I'm planning on starting a Thingiverse account for the YouTube channel, and I'll throw this up on there because it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. And in summary, this adapter, I've actually been using an earlier modification of this, and it worked great. I've had no problems. The KAICO's been working great. Playing a lot of good old school Need for Speed Underground on this, and been enjoying the heck out of it. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.